So we are at the zoo, and as you can see, that there is uh, like an entrance to see the tiger, but I am not going. I am not going. I am not interested. Hi guys, you're all welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for subscribing, and if you have not subscribed yet, please do that now. If you're interested in healthy living, food recipes, and lifestyle tips in general, well, this is the channel for you. Well, today I'm going to be sharing with you my lovely experience at the Kolmarden Zoo here in Sweden. And it was a lovely experience, and I want you guys to go through this experience with me. This was actually my first time of going to the Kolmarden Zoo in Sweden, and this zoo is so beautiful. Like, it is big. It is a known resort center where a lot of people go for rest. And if you're someone who is adventurous and you love to see amazing animals, like, you need to see these animals, then if you're in Sweden or you're looking for somewhere to go to in Europe, well, the Komodin Zoo is a great place to start. Let's take a quick look at the history of the Kolmarden Zoo. The Kolmarden Zoo is located in the Östergötland County in Sweden. I hope I pronounced that right. And it's located in Norrköping in Sweden. And it was actually established in 1962. Yes, I need to get my facts right. And it's in 1969 or 68, I think. The facility opened with six polar bears. Later on in 2006, a baby gorilla for the very first time in Sweden was given birth to in that zoo. Now, this zoo is beautiful. It is big. We couldn't cover everywhere in the zoo, definitely, but I really enjoyed myself. I had so much fun. The zoo had a lot of animals. I saw animals that I've never seen before. I saw animals that I didn't even know existed. My highlight for this zoo trip was definitely the Dolphin Show. If you are someone who loves to play like me, then you would definitely love a Dolphin Show. Well, let me not bore you with the talk. Let's go straight into the vlog, and I'm going to be showing you everything that I experienced at the Comedy Zoo. So let's go. So we passed through this lake. It's a very beautiful lake, and we saw a lot of houses around. It was really beautiful. Um, Soon after we came to the park, we got to the entrance of the zoo, and we had to do our registration, and then we got into the zoo. Okay, so here we saw this beautiful animal. This is like the first set of animals that we came across, and as you can see that they have every information about every animal at the zoo. This is a different kind of camel, and as you can see that this is basically a different kind of animal that you have never seen before, if you would agree with me. So different animals, they have different sections for different animals. And then soon we came to the tiger world. So this particular place, I got really scared because I was like, these are actually footprints of real tigers. Yes. So uh These are just their footprints on the floor, and man, it was really nice. Soon we saw some tigers from afar. I didn't want to go close. So at this point, my feet were already hurting. Please, one advice, make sure you wear comfortable shoes to the zoo. Well, we saw some beautiful seals, and at this point, we were close to our appointment for the Dolphin Show, and I was so excited. Like, I was really anxious to watch the show. So we were waiting outside, and then it was time for us to go in. We came into this beautiful building where the dolphin show will be taking place. I had some pictures with my husband, and then we got seated. I wanted to sit at the front so that I would see everything. I didn't want to miss out on anything. So here the dolphins are just playing around and, moving around and showing us what they got. Yes. I really loved it because it was educative. They gave us a brief history about the Kolmarden Zoo. They told us some things about the zoo and how it started, how the animals, how they behave in the zoo and everything like that. So it was really, really nice. It was educative, it was entertaining, everything was beautiful. And then the dolphins, they started giving us the show. You see these ladies who are in charge of playing with these dolphins and showing them everything. These people are great, honestly. Let me leave you to watch this part. Just take a look at what these dolphins are doing. Like, they can play. This was my highlight for the show. So let me just allow you. Let me allow you to watch. So you see, at this point, this particular dolphin was just playing, moving around. They were playing with some balls, and then it's this show was just beautiful. I was laughing all through. I was acting like a baby girl that I am, and we enjoyed it. Honestly, you can see how it came to greet us. Actually, at this point, it came to greet us. These dolphins are, I don't think they have problem in this life. These animals don't have problem. They were basically playing and just playing. At this point, I felt like hugging this dolphin at this point. I really enjoyed it. Honestly, it was beautiful. And the music in the background was amazing. It was really, really nice. They were just running around, playing with water, going into the water. I'm like, damn, this is fun. This is so, so much fun. The documentary at the same time was really interesting. If you really want to learn a lot about dolphins, this is really a great place, honestly. I enjoyed myself. That's just the truth of the matter. I enjoyed myself. I did. Okay, now this is the part where I was literally screaming. These dolphins were just running. Just look at what they are doing. Just look at what they are doing. They were just playing, jumping, and I'm like, God, are you sure I'm not going to be a dolphin? Guys, if you are in Sweden and or in Europe and you're looking for a country to just and just come to Sweden and go to the Kolmarden Zoo, guys. It is beautiful. It's enjoyable. I had to just look at what they are doing. Hey God, I was shouting. I was like, ah ah. So an animal can play like this. Well, that's it. So at this point, they were almost done, and they gave us their final. So we came to the Primate Village. This is where the monkeys, the chimpanzees, the gorillas, this is where they stay. They actually have a very big village where they keep the apes. Yeah. And like they have a lot here. Just behind this area, you can see the zebras. So at this point, we had to go for our safari walk. We wanted to see the giraffes. This was one thing that I knew I was really excited about. So we got into the bus, and I loved this part because it was very coordinated. It was very educative. We went through the woods, and then they talked to us about going in to see the giraffes, the things that we need to do, and the things that we should not do. So they literally gave us rules and regulations. So the escorts, they were very very nice to us. Some they spoke Swedish, and they also interpreted in English for us too. So at this point, we had to wash and sanitize our hands before going into this part of the zoo. So yeah, so here's the safari camp. So at this point, we saw this beautiful giraffe, and I tried to feed the giraffe. And I didn't know that it actually wanted me to come very close, but I was a bit scared because my life is more important. But my husband told me how to do it, and the giraffe started eating from the plate. This thing can eat, but it's a beautiful animal, very beautiful animal. And he just wanted to keep on eating. This thing just wanted to eat. He wanted to eat. He wanted to eat. And I'm like, I'm tired. Let me just go and see other animals. So it was really fun. It was nice. I took a picture, of course. Yes. And then they showed us the safari camp where you can actually come here to camp for a few days if you want to stay in the zoo. So this is what it looks like. It's like all these camping tents. So this is basically what it looks like. People come here, and you can actually, spend time here for some days, and then see the zoo. Okay, so we saw the hippopotamus. One thing I really like about the zoo is the fact that they give you so much information about different animals. So we saw the zebras. These zebras are beautiful. We saw antelopes. We saw different. In fact, we could not cover everywhere in the zoo. This was just the one that we could actually do. Yes. So we saw, then we came to the safari. My husband was like, we need to do this. We have to join this beautiful safari cable train. Is that what I'll call it? Yes. So we got into one, and at this point, I was pleading the blood of Jesus because it was shaking a bit, which is normal, but don't
I
mind
want
me.
to calm
I
down.
was just shaking. So just watch.
I can't wait to get down. This woman that is standing up. I'm not as strong as I used to be.
Just imagine seeing animals from, you know, high up in the sky. This was the feeling. We saw different animals. This part of the zoo, um, some of the polar bears, the lions, um, and some, more dangerous animals are seen above from this point. So you can see, if you look closely, you can see some of the bears. Oh God.
I was like, what if this thing should just jump now and grab this? But it was fun. The zoo is very safe. Um, the only time that I was a bit, so at this point, my husband was like, look at the lions. These are the lions. Just look at them. They were actually sleeping, and I was like, thank God they are sleeping. I think for me, it was the dolphin, and for my husband, it was the lions that he saw. I'm like, who is excited to actually see a lion? I'm not excited one bit. I'm not. But it was great. It was a great time. I loved every bit of it. Honestly. Can you see them? Just look at them. Look at the lions. Look at them. It was beautiful. It was nice. Um, the experience taught me one or two things. God is a perfect creator. Sometimes I just can't imagine it, but God is just perfect in his creation. I don't even know. So this view, ah, it was lovely. This view was interesting. Just take a look at it. This zoo is beautiful. So we were almost at the end of this safari trip, and I all I was thinking of was, ah, I just want to go home and rest. I had a lovely day. The only mistake I made was I didn't wear comfortable shoes for this. Normally, my sneakers are usually comfortable, but this particular one that I wore to the zoo was a bit tight. And because the topography of the zoo is not just, on a plain ground. You have mountains, there are hills, there are valleys. So it can actually affect the way that you walk, and it can affect your leg too. So I was, in fact, at the end of our trip, I was like, hey, who sent me? Who sent me? Oh. So if you're coming to the zoo, please wear something very, very comfortable, extremely comfortable, so that you can have fun and go to so many places in the zoo. So, am I coming back to the Komodin Zoo? Yes. Will I love to see everywhere in the Komodin Zoo? Yes, I would love to. So, I hope you actually enjoyed this vlog. So, this is us. We are here. We are here at the end. It was like I should not come down. See me that I was a bit scared before. But yeah,
I know what you're thinking. I had so much fun. Yes, I had so much fun. The Safari cable network, no, the Safari cable that we got into, it was really nice. My husband enjoyed every bit of it. I was a bit scared at the beginning, but later on, I just had to adjust. But it was a beautiful time. It was a beautiful moment. The Komodin Zoo is a beautiful place to go to. So I hope that you enjoyed this beautiful experience of mine. And tell me in the comments if you are in Sweden and you have visited the Komodin Zoo. Please let me know in the comments. And did you like it? And if you enjoyed this video, please drop your comments and tell me places that you would actually love to visit if you have the chance to. So please subscribe to my channel and I'll see you in my next video.